4, 3.
Hey y'all, we
Hey.
are live. Cami and Ms. Jade. Casanova is missing in action. We are changing our topic or our subject matter today as we were supposed to do MK Ultra and artificial intelligence, but we will bring you guys that soon. So Cam and I are just on here and we're just gonna kick life one to another and hopefully to some of you. What
Oh,
up, Cami?
hey. Hey, how was your weekend?
It has been so full. We did the Smooth Flavor Dance-a-thon with Liddell Hedgerow, Smooth Flavor himself. We had people in Atlanta from the Carolinas, from Florida, from Michigan, from Texas, California, and it
Wow.
has been an all-out weekend. I am so exhausted. Today is closing out everything. We had a picnic earlier, and then tonight most are going skating, but I'm not doing the skating. Over at Cascade, where ATL was shot, the
Oh,
movie with T.I. So they're all going over there to Cascade. Last time I went to Cascade last year, it was awesome being in the spot, but I kept falling on my ass. So I'm like,
okay.
no skating for me.
They make a lot of videos in Cascade.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my oldest son, when we were there last year, my daughter and myself and a few people here in Atlanta, and like I said, it was nice being in the spot. But my son was like, "Oh, that's a real place." I just thought they made that up for a movie. I'm like, "No, son, that's a real place. It's a real popping place at that."
At first, I thought it was a movie too. I was with him, and then I
Oh Lord.
saw and TikTok videos of this guy, this smooth Caucasian guy, with some other
Mm.
guy smoothly dancing on his skates, and I was like, "What? Well, it's a real place." So I just finding that out. So it's good. You had a great weekend. Your weekend has
My
been.
God. It's not over yet, but yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
that's nice. You had a good weekend.
One of my girls here from Dallas. You not here though, but
I
maybe
know.
next
I'm
year.
coming. I'm coming. I just
Yeah,
got to Texas about a couple of months ago. What was that? 4 months ago. Yeah, I think it was
we
4 months.
trying to get settled
Still getting
back
settled.
into your Texan life.
Well, it's actually been 3 months, but yeah, I'm still getting settled. But I am happy. So everything has been going great. At first, when it happened, when you go through things like that, you get like this fear and stuff like that. Fear of being, I don't know. I don't even know what I was fearing. What I was fearing. Oh, I know what it was. Walking away from everything. Coming. So yeah. So
Yeah, you're talking about like you're in the process of going through a divorce, correct? It's
yes,
okay to say. Yeah.
yeah, I am.
Been there, done that, and it's not easy, and I was married for, no judgment, it's just it is what it is. I was married for decades, really, and then when that ended, that's not hard. Just walking away from what you are comfortable with, what you have known. Well, in my case, what I have known for over 2 decades, and a whole family of folks, husband, wife, children. The
Your
dog
situation.
was no longer there, but yeah, it was hard. Just so I know what you're going through, but I'm gonna tell you something. Time heals all. It gets better. It gets greater
Ravenna.
later. And one thing with me, with my divorce, I never celebrated it. Like back then, I was working at two major hospitals in Detroit, and a lot of my counterpart sisters, the other ones, they used to have divorce parties, and it's like, oh my God, we have to celebrate. We have to have drinks. I never saw it was never a happy place for me. I just never felt like it was something to celebrate. I always felt dark and mourning, like I was in mourning. So, but I'm good now, people. I'm
I'm
good.
not gonna mourn it at all. I'm not gonna.
You want to celebrate it? You want to celebrate your separation, going into a
I,
divorce?
I mean, well, actually, okay. So let me tell you, since we doing girls' house, okay. So I've always, you know me, I've always been the type that believed in love, right? But I was always rushing it, like boom, 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 head first. Well, not really head first. I guess physical first or whatever. Meaning that not in the spirit, but in the flesh. But
Mm-hmm.
and I always ignored things, never paid attention to signs and everything like that. So rushing into this, didn't get to know him, ignored red flags because I had the Cinderella complex. Happily ever after, ignoring like a lot of times when you do that, we ignore what's right in front of us. And we run for something that we create this image of in our head that, oh no, this is a better thing. So going through that experience that I went through, because we we was married, but okay.
But a millisecond, huh? Barely blinked.
Oh, and I'm here to say that things happen, like life happens, and I am a, you know, we're not a situation, we're not our circumstances that we create for each other, because a lot of times we create them on ourselves.
Hmm.
And at first, when I went through it, I was like, oh, what's me? What was me? Oh my God, what has happened to me? But now I'm so excited for the lessons that I learned from it. So, yeah, that's why I was like, it's not that I'm gonna celebrate divorce. I'm grateful for my lessons. I'm so grateful for all the lessons that I've learned. Like I'm still learning. I'm 48. I'm still learning. So, and I'm happy. I'm happy about it. So yeah.
So no longer running to the altar. You'll take a slow glide to the altar next time.
I'll take it slow, slow.
Yeah.
No longer listening to people, like, cause people been coming. Like people come. Men, if they smell that you're available, they gonna come at you. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life.
Yeah, I can be in a relationship now. I can be probably even married now, but I'm not just gonna settle. I'm just not. I'm
Yeah.
not. What made you say yes and jump the broom and get married to this guy? Is it because you wanted that happily ever after? You thought time was running out for you, or what? Why did you just marry him
Okay, so I had
after what 3 6 months of courtship?
well, what happened is, okay, so I upped and moved. People tell me don't move, but I was running away from things, you know, running away, thinking it'd be better in a different state. So the first time
Hmm.
I jumped on it. Number one, two, the guy portrayed to be a person that I wanted. He mirrored who I was. So,
Hmm.
so I fell in love with me, but in him,
Wow. So you really
yeah,
thought you were in love with him, though, right?
it
Okay.
was it was loving me, because
Because he
he's
chameleoned himself to be you, or who he thought you wanted. Hmm.
and it was red flags. I ignored them, and I've been stubborn, free spirited. My great friend said, but I did that. I did it, and when I went there about a month after I got there, I think it was September. I realized, oh wow, what is this? This okay. I said, okay, maybe it was a glitch in the program. It looked like, you know how you have something go like this. That's what I thought.
Glitch. Hmm.
So
So you ignored that glitch
I
and kept
ignored it,
going.
and it
Hmm.
just kept coming, kept coming. So like me being a nice, laid back person, somebody keep coming at you, I just exploded on. 'Cause I'm like thinking in my head, I gave up everything for this man to be talking to me crazy, and then his only excuse was, "I'm going through something. Please be patient." By the
How
end of the day,
about I'm going back to Texas, bro, and you hit me up on my line when you come out of what you're going through? Because
but
what I can't do, this is
I'm
just
just
me. I have two grown sons,
mm-hmm.
and I need to raise somebody else's son that's a man now. I'm go raise my own two men. But they're grown men. They're like grown men. They don't need mommy. But those ones that still need mommy, how about you? When you get that together, I'll be right here. Call me. I can't do it no more. Mm-mm.
You're right, and we shouldn't. Man nor woman should ever settle.
Yeah, that's right.
But I ignored it. I did. I ignored it, and I just exploded. And by December, I was ready to go. I was about to leave him, like for real. He kept asking me to be patient because he was going through a divorce.
Damn, I didn't
He was
know he
going
was. Yeah.
separated. Had been separated a minute, and it's like I try to relive this image. this moment through somebody else that I really, really was liking, really, really was digging, and he was doing the same thing. He was going through divorce. He didn't treat it.
They
He didn't treat.
they this guy is in Texas, or where is he? The one you're
He's
talking
in.
about? He's
He's
in
in Texas.
Texas.
And so I was like, okay, let me see. Since I thought he would be like him, but he wasn't at all. It was total opposite. But yeah. And when I got ready to leave, he was like, had a supposed to had a come to Jesus moment where he was like, okay, yeah, I'm going through this. I never did this. I'm, kind of sucking me back in. So I'm like, okay. And I was really had a friend I was talking to, crying to him all the time, um, checking myself, wondering if it was me, But he told me he's a narcissist. Well, I ignored it. Anyway, um, when the marriage, fast forward to the marriage part. So we had just got in a fight, argument, not a fight. What he do best, gaslight, and at this time, I don't know what he do now, but then, but 2 days after that, we were supposed to go to Vegas. So we went to Vegas, and he asked me to marry him. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what. Okay, because me, I'm the type of like, no. I mean, we're on vacation. No. I'm not gonna
Oh, so the trip to Vegas once for you guys to get married. Y'all didn't go to Vegas to get married. It was when y'all were in Vegas. The proposal came, and you was like, okay,
He
okay.
had already proposed, but he was like, come on, let's go and get married. He proposed to me in February. And April, he was like, yeah, let's do it. I promise I'm gonna be the guy you want. I promise, because I always kept a journal. I promise I'm gonna be the guy that you want on that paper. I promise, I promise. And I said, okay, give him another chance. Bigger,
How
bigger.
did you feel though? You in Vegas, y'all on vacation. He said, "Let's get married." You like, okay. How did you feel standing there at that altar in that chapel? Because I know it had to be at one of them little
I,
Vegas chapels, correct?
it was awkward. It
How
was
did
that.
you How did you feel? Like
It was awkward.
you, so
Definitely
you
awkward.
knew it wasn't right there before you said "I do."
It wasn't because I couldn't look him in the eye. It's like when I looked him in the eye, I didn't feel genuine. I like it wasn't genuine.
There was no
I,
connection there. That's why
no
it was no
connection.
connection. Hmm.
No connection. We didn't have a connection. But he always said, "Oh, we have a great connection." But then when he get angry, we don't have a connection. We don't have and he'll post on Facebook and stuff like that. And yeah, I just don't like stuff like that. And I don't. Me, I'm not the type of girl who go and seek riches. I'm just not her. I'm so just natural. I'm not. And he always threw what he had in my face. Okay, whatever. Can you hear
So
me?
I can hear you
Can you hear
now.
me?
Yeah. Yes.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can't
Can you
hear
hear me now? Can you hear
you.
me?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to leave or something. Hold on.
You gonna leave and come back in? Yeah, we just kicking it. No one's on here right now, anyways. We were supposed to do again MK Ultra and artificial intelligence, and to talk about things like that. What is MK Ultra? Supposedly, it ended. I don't want to get too much into it right now until we actually do the podcast on it. But it was a CIA initiative. They actually was using people for experimental purposes, and it's a long story to that thing. Like I said, we will really elaborate on that story because we think it's a very interesting story. So Cami is back. She was telling us about that.
Yeah.
We call her marriage of forest, but yeah, she was telling us
Yeah.
about that.
My marriage. That's on the we have been filed, so the divorce should be actually final really soon. So real soon. But and I don't like at first when I left him I did fault him. But anyway, I faulted him and what happened, but I don't do that. I don't feel that way anymore. What did I leave off at?
Just how you felt standing at the altar saying "I do," and you didn't really feel connected when you said "I do."
It wasn't a connection, and I always wanted somebody who I can connect with. I always envisioned like marrying somebody that I had a strong connection with. And little hard headed me, I got married to somebody there wasn't there. So,
So did y'all take pictures? How did y'all celebrate that evening? I mean,
well,
what was that like?
we didn't do it. We walked the strip. We didn't really
Y'all what?
walk the strip. It wasn't like a normal, honeymoon. We didn't have a honeymoon. We didn't. Not at all. We didn't have a honeymoon. We didn't. We weren't even honeymooners in the home.
Yeah. Well, y'all had already had a nice home. But I'm just saying that night that y'all like you
No,
really married this.
in the
Hmm?
bedroom. Stay in the bedroom. We didn't have honeymoon. We didn't have. We didn't have the room. We didn't have that.
Y'all didn't consummate your marriage. Is that what you're trying to say?
Vaginal now.
Oh God, yeah, I know that story. Wow.
You already know that.
Let me ask you something. Like we doing this girl talk. We only gonna be here a few more minutes because I think I want to lay across my bed or something before I hit the scene for the last time this weekend. Oh my God, what a weekend! But just real talk. A guy that only does that. Is there some homosexuality tendency there, or is that just his preference? Or, I mean, what somebody that don't want to love a woman like the intent.
Well, you
You
know what?
think there's like, what is that? A guy that only wants to do that. What is that?
Well, I don't. Okay, so coming from a woman perspective, right? That's how we would think. I don't know.
Okay.
I, as a woman, know men love the vajayjay. And
Mhm.
disclosure, because this is girl talk,
Right.
I don't have a loose goose at all. So, and it's not because I know. I mean, it's because of, you know, surgery. I didn't
Mhm.
have a surgery where it was like, oh, can you fix the vajayjay? It was like an accidental surgery during, like I had my hysterectomy partial, and she removed the uterus. I had no idea what was about to happen, but I know I put a bunch of stitches, and I was like, excuse me, what do I have stitches? And like, did you think I was gonna cut the uterus over and bring it through your stomach? I was like, oh, okay. So here for a checkup, she was like, and she used the very small ones, couldn't get it in. She had to use a finger. And she was like, well, you'll thank me later. So I'm like, and I have a problem with girth. I do. So, and it wasn't like that. It was, I don't know what it was. So when you come across a guy like that, that's the first thing that popped up in my head.
Okay, so taking that, just how did you feel as a woman when your husband didn't want to embrace you in that way? Excuse
Bless,
me.
bless you.
Thank you. Um, like, how did it make you feel? Like he.
I didn't feel wanted. I didn't feel like he found me sexy.
Mm.
I didn't. This was the first I'd ever been with that didn't watch me. Like, didn't watch me. You know? And I just didn't feel sexy. He had a porn addiction. He would save random women off of Facebook into his phone.
His
So
porn addiction was of women, not of men, right? He wasn't looking at men; he was looking at women
he was looking at both. Like having sex, I guess.
with each other, but not men on
But
men, right?
I don't know what he's doing in the bathroom because he would have like 4 bathroom visits a day, 30 minutes at a time. So
That's not a long time to be in a
that
bathroom.
at a time, that's a long time. It don't take that long.
Depending on what you're doing in there. Some people, that's their thinking place.
4 times a day.
Hey, they say every time you eat, you should be having a defecation. So
Well, I mean, I can know if you sit down on the toilet about 10 minutes, your legs should be numb. Like
that's true. True that.
I don't know what he's watching, so I
Yeah.
don't know. But I know it was random women in his phone. Like women, when y'all go out here and y'all post your body on Facebook, trust me, men are saving screenshot, saving it in their phone, checking off to it. Maybe I don't know, but because of that, I didn't feel sexy. So it did something to me mentally, messed with my mental.
Yeah, it did. I can see that. So before we get off, we've just been kicking it. So the guy that was still in Texas, do you ever talk to him now that you're back? And you feel that you probably made the wrong decision by leaving. I mean, where is that at? Or you don't talk to him no more at all?
I mean, yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I'm happy I talked to him. I'm
Whoa, okay.
I'm excited that I talked. I thought he hated me. I did. But yeah, I just talked to him. Blush all the time when I talk about him.
I see you blushing now, and I'm not him. I'm like, girl, you my girl and all that, but I ain't trying to make you blush. I don't want you like that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't. I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying.
Roll that way. I don't roll.
But you blushing like a mug just thinking about him. All
Well,
right.
how's your love life, Jackie? How's it going over there?
Who? Have my love like who?
Jade.
Right. She's single. She's still single.
She's
She's still single. Oh, but let me tell you this right quick. This is a cute story. So I'm gonna tell this story. I don't know if you're gonna see it or not, but whatever. I don't care. It's a true story. So I was in that ballroom look competition last in March, right? So my partner, everybody put me with this man. Everybody put me with. I'm like, no. I just met him a week before. I said no. They said, oh my God, y'all had great chemistry. Like y'all been knowing each other for years. No. So everybody put me with him. I'm like, no, I don't even know him like that. Like, I mean, we talked on the phone to get our, schedule together to do our little rehearsal and what song we was gonna do and all that. But no. So probably about a week or so after I came back from Jamaica, we were at this dance event. And like I said, my sister had started telling people, they was like, is that your sister's man? She got a man now. Like it's whenever I get one, it's going to be a really big deal for people that I know. Like, oh, you like that movie Stella, how Stella got her groove back. Stella got her man, y'all. I feel that's how they going to be. Like she got
she's cute, y'all.
Right. Yeah. So about a week or so after I got back from Jamaica, I was at this dance event, down here in Atlanta, and he walked in with his girl, and I said, "See, now y'all can stop. He has somebody. Like, yeah, it ain't me." So I was just telling that story. Yeah, no, I'm still single.
Chemistry.
We did have a lot of chemistry on the dance floor. We did, but it's not my man.
Well, you know what? She is out here, guys. Single, got a banging body, and she's
Who?
You got a nice body,
girl. If I can deliver this baby, I'll be okay.
You're so silly.
I
was thinking that we always are our worst critics, though.
I need to be my worst critic. It's not me just gaslighting. It's real talk.
I showed you me.
Like you stand up. You keep complaining since you got back. Stand up. I ain't standing up. Girl, bad. That little pudge you talking about. I wish my body still did look like that.
I'm 48. I'm fat. I am so used
Girl, bad.
You said what?
Please, honey. That body banging.
You're talking about, I gotta lose 30 pounds in a month. Oh my God, I gotta get because when I gain weight, we girls, these gain weight right here. I
gain weight in my midsection. My breasts.
I mean, that comes too.
These.
Yeah, you still got. That's why I said she's shaped cute. But I got these, and then I get belly, and then I got big hips and big thighs. So I'm like, yeah, I need to go on a run somewhere. I need to go burn it off.
Oh, I do too. I do too. Well, Miss Cami.
Yes, Jade.
You can reach Casanova the Riot Act on your end, and I'll read him the Riot Act on my end. And really quickly, let's just tell people without going into detail, just what hopefully our next podcast will be about the MK Ultra. What is MK Ultra? Just so they'll know what we are planning for them.
Oh yeah, let's see if I got it. I have wrote it down. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna Jade has decided to go on the dark side of things, and we're gonna come and take you guys on a journey. This conspiracy theory on MK Ultra.
No, I don't think it's conspiracy, but go ahead.
But
it's in black and white.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say conspiracy, right? Because we don't want the powers to be out here and be like, oh, that ain't true.
Right.
What they're trying to do, so in this thing, from my point of view, I'm saying conspiracy. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, and a lot of times when we're looking at people who's in the spotlight, we're thinking, "Oh, they done turned crazy or whatever. They're not. What's going on with them? This ain't the same people." We're gonna talk about that also. So, and cloning, we're gonna get into cloning, but I'm big on the MK Ultra side of things because it's the dark side of the CIA, and that's what we're gonna talk about next time on Ejaj Podcast.
That's right. Thank you, Kimmy. Call Casanova again. Give him the right
Uh,
act. He's standing us up. Yeah, we're gonna run man over him. You know what happened? He was out partying, celebrating. I think he had a performance last night. He probably is somewhere up under the bed still,
yeah. So
hanging
maybe,
over. Hmm.
yeah. Well, Cass, we did miss you. So next show we gonna get it popping with this MK Ultra and cloning.
Artificial intelligence, MK Ultra, cloning, and another thing I want to talk about how the the elite of America. Now, this is a conspiracy because I don't have anything factual or in black and white or that I know firsthand where they are using homeless people like that movie. I believe it was Ice Cube years ago where they got this homeless guy, they put him in the hospital, made sure he was overall healthy. They took him to this cabin in the woods, fed him, and then they hunted him. But he ended up killing all of them. You remember that movie? Mike Tyson actually came out a few days ago and talked about that this is real. Often art imitates life. So this movie was made. I remember when this movie came out. It's been in the early 2000s, I believe. I'm gonna have the name of it when we come back. And I was like, wow, I wonder, do they really do this to homeless people or to people who don't have anybody that's gonna miss them?
That is sad because that's part of that that do happen, and it's a part of the MK Ultra 2 studies that they did when it first
Mhm.
came out. They wanted to tell the public that it's for Cold War and to have control over the enemy. But
Over the enemy, and we're gonna give way more in detail. And
yeah,
it ended supposedly ended because they ended up couldn't control it like they thought they could or like they wanted to. It was getting out of hand. So
a spooky voice, but it is not. It's still going on
it's
today.
still going on. I believe that.
I
All
am.
right. Mm-hmm.
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we're gonna say that juicy stuff for later. All right. Peace out, home
Yeah.
girl. All right.
Have fun.
Okay.
No skating, no phone.
Oh no, I'm going skating. We're gonna go dancing again. I'm
Oh,
going to the skating event tonight. No, I'm done with that. Yeah, we're gonna get that swing out there in that Chicago step, that Detroit ballroom.
I Detroit ballroom love. I love that. That's my favorite dance. So
Well, you swing your butt off, so I'm surprised you like Detroit ballroom like
I
that because you can swing. Matter of
love.
fact, that's how you and I ended up kicking it. I used to when I first moved to Dallas. You were walking. You had this walk. You were walking. I was just look, and I'm strictly, but I was just looking. I said that heifer got a hell of a walk, and we just start gravitating toward each other. And I used like, girl, when and your guy at the time, who is now my brother, my play brother,
Mhm.
um, I used to, and he would dance with me and trying to teach me. I was like, "Can I dance with you?" It was okay. He was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." You touch her nose and stuff. So, so we got like this. It was because of your dance. Yeah, yeah,
I tell me all the time. She's like, "Hey, I don't go that way."
right.
However,
Exactly. How
I like me and you would never part. She just froze up. So yeah, I think we're gonna end this right here. This is our cue to end this podcast. We will holler at you later on E Dodge Radio.